You may have often heard people saying, "There is no God. I have never seen God. If God exists, then show me, prove me that it exists." So, in this video, through various scientific arguments and facts, I will try to explain why can't we see God and how can we see God. If there is creation, then there is a creator. You may have not seen the pilot traveling the aircraft, but you know that the pilot exists. You don't see the driver running the train, but you know that the driver exists. You may have not seen carpenter making a dining table, but you know that carpenter exists. In short, you may not see the creator, but by seeing his creation, you know that the creator exists. Do you believe that dining table was created on its own? Train or plane runs on its own? Answer is no. Then how can we believe in the scientific theories like Big Bang that states that this vast universe with so many planets and living beings were created on its own? Why shouldn't we believe that there exists a higher power who has created this universe, that exists a higher power that drives the planet, there exists a higher power that controls everything including the smallest atom of this universe? Let us consider one more example of two babies in a mother womb. Do you believe in life after delivery? Of course, there has to be something after delivery. Maybe we are here to prepare ourselves to survive in life that comes after delivery. Nonsense! There is no life after delivery. What kind of life would that be? I don't know, but there will be more light than here. Maybe we will walk on our legs and eat from our mouth. Maybe we will have other senses that we can't understand now. That is absurd. Walking is impossible and eating with our mouth? Ridiculous. The umbilical cord supplies nutrition and everything we need. Life after delivery is to be logically excluded. Well, I think there is something, and maybe it's different than it's here. Maybe we don't need this physical cord anymore. Nonsense. And moreover, if there is life, then why no one has ever come back from there? Delivery is the end of life, and in the after delivery there is nothing but darkness and silence and oblivion. It takes us nowhere. But certainly we will meet Mother and she will take care of us. Mother? You actually believe in Mother? That's laughable. If Mother exists, then where is she now? She is all around us. We are surrounded by her. We are of her. It is in her that we live. Without her, this world would not and could not exist. Well, I don't see her, so it is only logical that she doesn't exist. Sometimes you are in silence and you focus and you really listen. You can perceive her presence and you can hear her loving voice calling down from above. So even though baby is surrounded by mother, he or she may be ignorant of the fact that mother exists. Similarly, we are surrounded by God, but some of us are ignorant of the fact that God exists. Ancient humans believed in enlightened sages. Today we know that planets like Jupiter, Saturn, etc. exist, and each one of them have many moons. Did any one of us have seen this planet or the moon they have? Answer is no. Then why do we believe that this planet exists? Answer is because the scientist says so. We believe in our scientists and their discoveries via satellite and different planet missions. Similarly, ancient humans believed in enlightened sages. When ancient sages said that they have seen the higher power which controls the universe and everything that exists in this universe, ancient humans believed in them. Why we cannot see God? To explain scientifically on why we cannot see God, I have to first explain the scientific theory of multidimensional universe. According to Einstein, our universe has 4 dimensions: length, width, height and space. But other scientific research suggests 10, 12, 26 or even infinite dimensions. Though scientists are not confident on the exact number of dimensions, they are quite confident on the existence of more than 4 dimensions. Written thousands of years ago, Indian religious scriptures, Vedas, talks about universe in 64 dimensions. As a normal human cannot see beyond 3 dimensions, it is very difficult for us to understand the planes of existence that are beyond the 3 dimensions, length, width and breadth. Let us try to understand up to 5 dimensions by its very simplest definitions. 0 dimension, any single point in space. First dimension, single line joining the 2 points in space, that is, seeing the object in only one direction, length or width. Second dimension, intersect 2 lines in space, that is, seeing the object in 2 directions, length and width. Third dimension, add depth to the 2-dimensional object. For example, take a square and drag it upwards, downwards or sidewards to add the third dimension. Fourth dimension, time is considered as the fourth dimension. As the simplest explanation, imagine all the points of space from every possible angle you can see at a single instant of time. Fifth dimension, in the fourth dimension, we connected all points seen at a single instant of time. Now consider another person seeing the points in space at the same instant of time. The point seen in space by the first person would be different than the point seen by the second person. Connecting all the points seen by these two different persons at the same instant of time gives us the fifth dimension. Fifth dimension is still under research, and the above definition is just one way of defining the fifth dimension. Dimension higher than fifth dimension can be defined by perceiving lines in space instead of perceiving points in space at a given instant of time. But imagining all this higher dimension is very complex. So at this moment, let us understand the fact that the complexities increases as the dimension increases. Our eyes can see the 2-dimensional object exactly as it is, but not the 3-dimensional object. For example, you can view the square easily, but not the cube. You cannot view all the points or sides of the cube at the same time unless the object is transparent, as shown in this example. This shows that our eyes are incapable of perceiving the higher dimensions starting from the third one. Why atheist says, I cannot see God? An atheist usually says God does not exist because he cannot see it. Are they right? Yes, they are right, but in their own limited perception. They have seen the world in only one dimension or in only one angle, and hence are never able to perceive what exists on the other side. Such people see one side of the cube and declare the cube as a square. Since they don't see the cubical object from all sides or all dimensions, cubical objects always remain a 2-dimensional square for them. Similarly, since our eyes are not able to perceive the universe from all dimensions, we haven't seen the God yet. What I mean is God exists everywhere, but they are in a dimension not seen to the naked human eye. Let us understand this with a very simple example. You may have seen lenticular cards. In lenticular cards, multiple images or pictures are transposed in the same card. Just by changing the angles or by viewing the lenticular card in different planes, we are able to see different images. When I changed the position of my camera or I tilted the camera to a different angle, I was able to see the second image. That is, when I changed the position of camera, I started viewing the object from a different plane or different dimension, and then only I was able to see the second image. If I show you this card in only one direction, you will say there is only one grey color card. But when I will say that there are 3 cards in grey, yellow and red color, you will laugh at me because for you only one card exists. But the truth is there are 3 cards in this card. Same is the case with atheists. Since atheists are close-minded, they think in only one dimension and believe in only what they see. Because of their limited vision, they are not able to realize God. On the other side, sages or guru are open-minded enough to think and see in all possible directions, and so they are able to realize God. Thus I conclude that God exists everywhere, but since our eyes have limited perception, we are incapable of viewing the gods and other objects that exist in different dimensions. Similarly, when the human body dies, soul leaves the body, but our eyes are unable to see the soul leaving the body because the souls are in astral dimension and our eyes don't have the vision to see objects in astral dimension. Now the question arises, how can we see God? I will try to explain that scientifically in my next video. So keep watching. Thank you.